makes or breaks a demo, or if you just want to hang out, have fun, and talk about the music industry, you are very welcome to join us right here on Record Label Boss, and I'll see you on the next show. Hello and welcome on this wonderful Friday to your favorite show, Record Label Boss. Hello and welcome, Marco. How you doing, my brother in Croatia there? How you doing, everybody? Welcome, everybody, on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, and, of course, Instagram and TikTok, if they're working, and everywhere else where you might be. Thank you so much for being on Record Label Boss, the world's #1 independent music review show in the world. And we're going to be so happy to review the music of, let's have a look at it, 27 independent artists that have sent us their music for our review today. And we're going to be reviewing these artists from around the world for a record label signing consideration, as always. And you know that Record Label Boss is a show where 30,000 artists every year send their demos to, and we review 6,000 of them live right here on Record Label Boss. My name is Avio. Welcome to the show. Today is the 5th of March, 2021, the year that keeps on giving. Hello, Getano. How you doing? And we're going to go ahead and start reviewing very soon. We just quickly have to deal with some of the technical problems here that we're having. I don't think there's ever been a live stream in history of Record Label Boss where we didn't have some kind of issue or another. It's actually really interesting. Right, let's try this again. Thank you so much for being on here, by the way. If you hey, Big Giant Robots, how you doing, my man? If you want to know more about Record Label Boss, go to recordlabelboss.com. You can get some info on there, and you can also submit your demo there. So if you want to be on the show, you want to get reviewed live by me and our viewers, submit your demo at recordlabelboss.com. And if you want to be a viewer on the show and you want your chat to appear on the show format, go to twitch.tv/recordlabelboss and you can participate in the voting and the chatting. And if you just want to stay at your platform right where you are, you're welcome to do that. I hope you had a good week, and it's the start of the weekend for you. And we're going to do a good show today with 26 artists from around the world. It's going to be really interesting, as it always is. If you have any questions for me, please do not hesitate to ask them. I generally answer all of the questions that people ask on every single show. So don't be shy. All right. Here we go. That is the end of the intro. Whoosh. Let's go on Whoosh. Okay. And as always, if you're watching on a 9:16 format, you can see some of our show. But if you watch on a 16:9 format like Twitch or YouTube or Facebook, you will be able to see the left side camera and the right side camera and the chat and much more. So our format is best enjoyed on twitch.tv/recordlabelboss or anything that is, square in that direction. All right, so the first submission we have for today is from Spiderweb from the United States of America with the song Pie, that's submitted under Rap and Trap. By the way, I changed the genres a little bit for us, like I talked with my my panel about. And so today I opened more genres to submit. And by the sounds of it, that might not have been the right choice.
talking to
Ah.
I've been living good, yeah, my mental feeling better. Music stay fire, chain coated any weather.
Yeah, I don't think that is.
Like a lever. Now I left a bitch, she be saying no one
Yeah.
better. She be hitting up my line. Rollie on my wrist, I ain't
Yeah.
giving her no time. I've been feeling selfish, yeah. I've been on
I
my
think the
grind.
vocals on this one is just not working out really. Volume's a touch low. Let me fix that, my friend.
Don't think I'm a bitch, I'ma teach you. Give me my respect, money.
Always good to get feedback because it's difficult for me in the studio. Because I got a lot of stuff that you don't hear.
I've been living pricey, yeah, I got
Is it better, Biggie?
Call that bitch a pie, cause I love the way she tastes. If you ain't got the money, get your
Alrighty.
out my face. You be tripping, dog, yeah, I think that she was late.
Alright, I'm gonna say to this guy,
I was down bad.
let's turn it down a little bit while I'm talking. Decent effort. Okay, track that remains basic in music and with vocals that could be improved in tonality and delivery. All the best and cheers. Really didn't feel that rap there at all. Oh wow, get a huge volume differences. And Biggie says he can clearly hear how the dude is not as badass as he's trying to sound. And Sharon Tate is back again and says sign money. This guy cracks me up. He comes in here every single time when I stream and says sign money. And Light Fixture is wanting to urinate on the channel. Please do not urinate on us. We would totally appreciate if you would not urinate on us. Because urination is not, you know, something that we desire. And this is Cameron Watson, Lover's Ballad. And I think Cameron followed me on some channel yesterday or the day before. I feel like the vocals, I think he could really do something with the vocals, you know. Okay, I'm gonna have to say no. Decent effort. Okay, track Cameron. Music is okay, but I'm not sure the vocals are making the cut. So for you, Cameron, if you're watching, I would definitely... I know where you're trying to go with this, and I completely get it, and it's a good way to go. You know, this kind of like commercial electro-poppy thing. I love it. Hi, Meg. And try to work on your vocals. I would say that would be super cool if you did that. Because, you know, if you take those vocals from the 7 that they are to an 8, all of a sudden the song works out. All of a sudden the song works out. And then it'll be good. Or how am I gonna say that? But I'm sure that with more work on the On the vocals, this track could be great. All the best and cheers. And by the way, right on my microphone right here is always the cover. Just gotta align my microphone, right? Alright, there it is. Wonderful effect, isn't it? Okay, this is Boonie Dawn. No, it's not. Indifferent Mechanics from United States. Bonnie Doon is burning indie folk Americana acoustic.
On the air, he says the planet's fine and that we shouldn't spare the air. I say the planet's heating and you tell me you don't care. The gates of hell are creaking and there's venom in my hair. 'Cause Bonnie Doon is burning and I want to send you there.
Okay, it's very simple in music.
'Cause Bonnie Doon is burning and I want to send you there.
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be no.
2014,
Decent effort. Okay, track. And we appreciate the engagement. Music and vocals. Vocals are below the bar needed for consideration. Would keep working. All the best and cheers. All right, that wasn't really a question, you know. That was very. It was missing a lot. And this is Quavel, Dale Celebración. Celebración.
Mi corazón sano, halló la cura, ya no se enamora. Calma tu corazón, dale celebración, que ahora estás sola.
Yep, that's some nice.
Mi corazón sano, halló la
Not too difficult or complex, but some nice.
Dicen que me han visto está mejor, dependiendo con placerte ahí sufriendo. Qué rico estar soltero, yo no rindo cuentos ya mi amor.
Yep, it's good.
Toda soy libre como el
I'm gonna put him in the second round. Hey, Cygnus Band. I see you there, guys.
me acompaña, ahora que estoy soltero.
And Mata says it's good music. Yeah, I like it.
420 y
It does what it should do. That's right. That's right, Biggie.
arma celebración, que ahora estás sola. Mi corazón sano, halló la cura, ya no se enamora.
Yo no voy a armar celebración, no voy a la disco pa' que me vean llorando. Por la tusa que yo tengo, no se la
And by the way,
yo.
if you're on Reddit or a Reddit user, you're welcome to upvote this stream because we always have so many people that downvote this stream on Reddit and then nobody can see it. So if you're on Reddit or you have a Reddit account and you want to upvote the stream, that would be totally cool. Thank you.
Una botella me acompaña.
Yeah, and like I said before, I'm baffled as to where we get so many downvotes on Reddit. But one of my people on the panel, I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. It was last time. They said, "Well, you're telling artists the negative things about their music, and nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear what's wrong with their music or what they could improve. People like content that is non-inflammatory to where, you know, people are like, wow, that is so great, wonderful, clap, clap, and hardly anybody wants to be confronted with the things that he could do better. And the second thing is that a lot of people don't like independent music. They don't want to listen to the music that artists that are not that great put out. So in its totality, there's a lot of negativity towards independent music, especially on Reddit. And this is Taylor from Canada, 5'9" like Pac.
Not like Pac, all eyes on me. I see change in the people, no change in the streets. You gon' keep your head up, head up. Watch me get my bread up, bread up. 5'9" like Pac, all eyes on me. I see change in the people, no change in the streets. You gon' keep your head up, head up. Watch me get my bread up, bread up. Feeling like Pac, cause all I seek is change. And I know they're pissed off, cause I'm not one in the same.
Oh, I'm not sure that vocal works.
So moving too fast and you're not in my lane. Cause it's outside, same click, rolling with my belt.
Okay, so this vocalist sounds like he's out of breath. This is when essentially you're singing when your lungs are empty. Listen to him as he's actually having a very hard time squeezing out his notes.
Buckle foot to the pedal, I ain't slowing down heavy metal. You hear the trouble in the bass, you can say what you want, but don't lie in my face. I love my friends, I would die for them. I don't really care, I'm a shade every tear out my eye for them. Sacrifice my life, I seek change.
Doesn't work either on singing or rapping.
Listen, maybe they gon' listen when I free my soul, okay. Caught up in the system.
So weird.
Tell me, young king, yeah, what's your goal? Okay. By not like Pac, all eyes on me. I see change in the people, no change in our streets. You gon' keep your head.
Not really bad. But I'm gonna decline in the first round because of the. And Biggie says, I'm not sure it's a good idea to compare yourself to Tupac right out of the gate. Yeah. Decent effort. Okay, track and video with vocals that underperform in most parts. Would work on that. All the best and cheers. By the way, as our reach as a show increases and our following increases and the reputation of the show and everything increases, and as of our label, we're increasingly getting worse feedback on most submission platforms on the reviews that we give because we essentially give honest feedback, and people for the most part would like to hear that they're great. So if you want to hear that you're great and everything you do is wonderful, don't submit your music here. You're gonna get a review that is not a TV show. This is not a TV show. This is somebody listening to your music, and if that music is good, you'll actually get signed to a record label, and we're gonna put money in you. This is not a fake. This is a place where I decide what project we pick up and who we invest in. So if you're looking for somebody to toot your horn, it's probably the wrong place. But if you're looking for somebody to give you honest feedback, you're very, very welcome. By the way, Polydeuce is here. Hey, how you doing, my man? When you're firing off 16 bars, you have to strategically fit in places for air in your verses. Yeah. Breathing is a very important part in singing and rapping and everything else. And there's a whole technology to it, you know. A vocal coach could tell you more about that, how to breathe correctly so that you can keep up pressure and tonality while you're singing. Hey, Cygnus. Is it Sergio? How you doing, my man? Glad to see you too. Greetings from the studio. Greetings to Colombia, my brothers. The Nordic brothers from Colombia. Cygnus Rock Band. Very interesting guys. And this is Matt Sonata from the US, Insomniacs. Yeah, I'm not feeling the vocals.
Tears of everlasting bliss, the joys of ever after pain in you.
No.
Only you with me, always me. I'm dreaming.
Okay. That's the first round, no. Mostly because of the vocals. Decent effort. Okay, but basic track. It is holiday music, and as I said, the interesting thing today is we have new genres. So this is submitted under contemporary R&B, adult contemporary, which is an interesting category for us. We would like to have more artists there. But here the vocals, not gonna do it. Okay, but basic track with vocals that remain tonally off. They remain tonally and power-wise off for most of the track and could be addressed. All the best and cheers. Power-wise, yeah. Alright, the next track is You from the United States. Lost in You, contemporary R&B commercial adult contemporary. Got a lot of submissions from our new categories, genres already. Very excited about that.
I need you all the time. Sit back and just unwind. I need you all the time. Kissing your neck.
Oh man.
Buy you expensive medals. You're good for my mental. Pick your favorite movie. I swear to God, I hope you choose me. I'm trying to make you mine. Go ahead and eat.
Okay, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out in any way. Decent effort. Okay, and simple track with improvable vocals that should be addressed before going any further. All the best and cheers. All right, next one. Jason Ewald, USA, You Got Everything. Classic rock, indie pop.
I know that you've been wondering, babe.
Oh.
I've been wondering too.
Hey, Arbitrator, how you doing, my man? Thank you so much for stopping by. I've been missing you.
Because in our hearts,
We get to see you type now. Yes, on every landscape format you can see me type now. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. Look at these fingers. These are the fingers of doom.
when it's dark and kinda nasty, show me what it means to be.
How are you doing, Arby? Busy weeks. Rest of the month busy too. Yeah. Good. Don't be too busy though. Sometimes come over and check into the show. Okay, second round. That was actually a very cute tune. And because we always need good reviewers. And it's been difficult, because when I'm back to myself, couple hugs and fist bumps. That's right. All right, this is Makichi, France, A Dead Memory. Adult contemporary singer-songwriter.
Someone was beating at the door, but I was watching an apple tree. My town was like a bloody stain that is splashed by the white canvas. It
Yeah,
was
no.
hitting me like a child.
Okay, yeah, no. Decent effort. Okay, but a very basic track with improvable percussives and vocals that should be addressed as well. Mostly the male part. All the best and cheers. And I already had 3 artist calls today. Guys, that when I'm not doing this show, I'm actually on the phone with artists that we're having signing talks with, and we always have very interesting talks with people, sometimes people that are in this channel or on Instagram or TikTok, because we're thinking about signing them and working together. And that is actually a lot of the work that I do, isn't really being on this show and listening to... This is kind of like the first step of the process, to where we listen to music, and it's kind of like the intake. But it's only actually a very... Well, it's not a totally small part, but it's... I would say... like one... Maybe a tenth of what I do professionally. Solo piano, my favorite, yes. You know it, Arby. You know it. Every day what I want is solo piano. Because people seem to think that, this is actually not bad, though. Cinematic epic, but it's classical. So what happens is, and I know I've said this a million times, what happens is that so few labels are interested in solo piano stuff that they don't submit it under classical where it should be, or under solo piano or something, but they submit it under like cinematic for synchronization, etc. Because that's the only way they can get their solo piano stuff towards anybody that, would then listen to it. But as I always say, if you cheat on your genres, you're not really doing yourself a favor. Just imagine, you're sending a rock track to somebody who is an EDM reviewer. They're looking for an EDM track, and you flag yourself wrong and say, hey, I'm sending you this EDM track, and then it's rock music, I'm not sure... If you were that reviewer, you would look favorably upon that artist and be like, yeah, thank you so much for sending me a rock track that I was totally not looking for, but because you're so awesome and you tricked your way into it, I'm gonna say we're gonna work with you. Plus, nobody else has had that idea so far, So whenever you think you're clever, there's probably 15 other people who have done the same thing as well. So this wrong flagging is something that is... Don't do that, be yourself. Arbitrator says, yes, they're trying to slip it through another genre because they now, it's very basic classical. Yeah, and we're not a classical label. I'm not really a good reviewer for classical music. There's other people that can do that well, and that is why there's no classical on my genre list. You know, I'm the wrong guy for that. It's just, decent effort. We can really not do much with solo piano. All the best, and they're like best and cheers. And nobody buys this stuff for a movie. Don't kid yourself. You know, when's the last time you heard in a movie scene solo piano background? That would have to be a very artsy movie, like, I don't know, some kind of French independent movie or something. But the general productions that Netflix runs and Amazon, it could be in a very specialized scene. But the chance, again, that they're picking you for solo piano is super low because it's so easy to make. So they will usually have the person doing it that is doing the soundtrack for... or even the sound effects for that anyway, because everybody can make a bar scene solo piano stuff in 10 minutes. Doesn't really take a lot of effort to do that. Would submit under different genre. And I know sometimes I was talking to... Okay. The Uncle Stevens Queen Amaranth, classic rock. And I know that sometimes I go on tangents about music, but I do believe that if this show is about anything, it is about music. And if this doesn't interest a lot of people, that's okay. But if I just become a React streamer and be like, oh, this is so good, oh, this is so funny, you know, I don't know. I don't want to be that shallow. So you're going to continue to hear me talking about, you know, the various genres, the marketability of it, and what you do and should not do. And if it only reaches 1 or 2 persons, that's probably okay with me. If you want to see dancing girls, go to TikTok. Alrighty. Yeah, and Arby says not unless there's someone on the screen imitating piano playing. That's right. That would be a typical use case, you know. Characters walk into a bar, there's some kind of bar music playing. Character sits down on the piano and plays a little tune. But that is so limited, you know. Alright, 1 minute and 30 seconds, and this hasn't gone anywhere. And it continues to not go anywhere. That continues to amaze me. How can you send me a 4-minute song that doesn't go anywhere? And to where every second sounds like the other second. That is just so interesting. Decent effort. 4 minutes of very similar basic music with no real structure. Would revisit that. All the best and cheers. Yo, Chillavision, what's up, my man? Creation and Yomi from Japan can't figure me out. I swear to God, I always get the most interesting things from Japan. Happy Friday, brother. Happy Friday, brother, my two. My two, oh my God. Happy Friday to everybody, and of course to Chillavision. Snooki has entered the building. Yeah, we got a sort of a reunion today, don't we? Yeah, a little bit. You can't see it because it's so far back. I actually have to take an ibuprofen to be able to do the show because I wouldn't be able to talk. And I had like 3 artist calls today, so it was very challenging. I had the choice of either sounding like a moron or taking some pain medication. You know, the business doesn't stop and doesn't care if you just bit your tongue 2 days ago. And who does that? Who does that? Only me. Decent effort. Okay, track that remains chaotic and not really well arranged. All the best and cheers. Oh man, remains chaotic. Some disharmonic. Some hearts are... Wow, come on. You're here a third of the time, 33 and a third. Yeah, guys, we're gonna do vinyl. We decided that like 2 days ago or 3 days ago or whatnot at a manager's meeting after I actually found a guy who has a huge vinyl operation. So you're gonna see CDs, vinyls, and tapes from Count Zero record artists, which I think is totally awesome because physical product is still, I don't know, it has something tangible that MP3s don't. And it's actually a lot cheaper than I thought to produce. And it just so happens that one of my buddies from university is now one of the biggest producers of vinyl in the world. And that came as a surprise. Then I was like, wow, you're that dude, you know? And he was like, wow, you have a label, dude. And I'm like, wow, we work in the same industry and we didn't even know. So... I told an Italian guy to submit songs to you. Not sure if he did. It was totally random, but his stuff was decent. Yeah, thanks so much, Chilla. Chinchilla. Why not? And this is Fleur Seul. You got me. So if you want vinyl, let me know. Or if you want CDs, let me know. And if you want tapes, let me know. Because we're trying to figure out how many people would want to have tapes versus CDs versus vinyl. Yeah, it is cute, but probably not enough. That's right, Arby. It's exactly what I thought. I'm gonna put her in the second and listen to some more music of her, you know. If she has a nice, cute album like that, to where she sings like consistently like that with a little bit of variation, that could actually be something cool. All right, next one is Shizzy P. And Meg says, "Hey, Cygnus band, glad to hear the meeting went well." Yeah, I think they're pretty great. I think Cygnus is pretty good. And the guys are really solid. That's really important. Did you hydrate? I didn't. I'm going to hydrate. It's really important for me that the people, the artists are actually solid people that really know what they're doing. And with Cygnus, that was the case. Oh, I guess I didn't have anything on. So for the people that didn't know what just happened is on Twitch, there's a game where you can make me do stuff. So if you want to make me do stuff on stream, like take my hat off or drink something, you can get on Twitch and you can participate in that game. And Chillavision says, "I'm curious what you think of his stuff, but I know you won't listen unless he submits. He's not super tech savvy though. Is there a specific page to send him to? Yeah, if you go to recordlabelboss.com and you scroll all the way to the bottom, the submit button is there. That's the easiest I could say. Or you just send me on Twitch a message with a link. But the problem with the link is that I can't prove that that is his stuff. So when they actually send us files, it kind of like proves that they have the recording and that it's theirs. So I would much rather him do that, you know. Or he can go to Submit or Muso or anything else that we have on our webpage. Just go to webpage, countzerorecords.com, submit your demos, whatever it's called. There's a whole bunch of options to submit there. He can choose whatever. Gotta go busy. But check in later, says RB. Yeah, check in later, RB, and tell us about your busy week. And when you have time again, stay here because I need somebody that has reviewing skills. All right, Shizzy P USA controllers. Let's listen. And Chilla says, okay, this should be good. Yeah, tell him. Yeah, I'll make sure I review him on the show for you, my friend. Later, arbitrator. See you later, arbitrator. That is so good. See you later, arbitrator. After a while, crocodile. Wow, that's gonna be that. We should totally do a remix of that. It's gotta be like a Melbourne bounce or something. Okay, this is gonna be no. Because of vocals. Sign me, bro. That's right. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna call ourselves the RLB Posse. We're gonna be a posse of lots of like people, and we're gonna make songs. And we're gonna be like really gangsta and stuff. Decent effort. Okay, but basic track that with vocals that could be improved tonally and in delivery. All the best and cheers. And a lot of times people are like Wu-Tang but white dudes. Yeah. It's gonna be white Wu-Tang, but like Wu-Tang. I'm like Wu, but pale Wu, Wu pale Tang, Wu tail Wu Pan Kang, pale Wu Tang Clan, white Tang Clan, Tang White Clan, Wu, something like that. Yeah. Now I forgot what I was. White Tang, White Tang Clan. Yeah. What I was gonna say? I was gonna say something I totally forgot. You stupid Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know. I forgot. Shit. Alright, this is Mr. Traficante. United States came to party reggaeton Afrobeats. I opened Afrobeats today, by the way. Afrobeats, Afropop, and Afrofusion. Because Africa is an interesting market for me, I want to get into that. Sorry to distract. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's gonna be a no. Not totally bad. Decent effort. Okay track. That remains a bit simple in music and has vocals that could be improved in tonality and delivery. All the best and cheers. Oh yeah, I was talking about the physical thing. CDs versus tapes versus vinyl. Simple during the whole time. Alright, so I need to buy 2 plugins today from UAD at the end of the day, or they give me the choice. Any suggestions? Yeah, actually. But it really depends on what you already have. You know, I have a satellite UAD, satellite Octo, and I got a bunch of UAD plugins. I think they're great. I also think they're enormously overpriced. But that is kind of like their whole deal, you know. If you tell me which plugin you need, which class of plugin you need, I will be happy to counsel you on what to get. And this is Connect Zero. Oh my god, it's almost Count Zero. It's Connect Zero from USA, Los Angeles.
Nigga really with the guns, nigga really with the drugs, nigga really with the girls. If you really wanna fuck, hear my phone come over. So far gone, man, I can't spell sober. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I take a flight, then I go to Los Angeles. I'm in the wood with the Spanish bitch. She get to acting real crazy. I had to pay for the damages. We get it moving and bucking. I'm too up to something. I'm moving it right on the wave. They say I'm flashy, from ashy to classy. They'll never know how much I pay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
I take a flight, then I go to Los Angeles. I'm in the wood with the Spanish bitch.
It's fairly boring.
Real crazy. I had to pay for the
Decent effort.
I'm too up to something. I'm moving it right on the wave. They say I'm flashy, from ashy to
Track
classy.
remains unvaried and fairly simple, with vocals that can be improved in tonality and delivery. All the best and cheers. Hey Andrew, how you doing, my man? Chillavision says I have lots of channel strips, right? Because the first thing I would have counseled you is to get a good channel strip. I have them all. I happen to like the API the most, but that is because API has the buttons that lock in, and that is just convenient to work with because it allows you to quickly set up your channel strip. So usually what I say to people, first thing you buy is the channel strip, because you can get an EQ, a compressor, a limiter, all in one plugin, really. And if you buy the API strips, you're already you're good. And of course, other people want the Neve strips, and you know, I'm not gonna get into that. And this is Quetzal from Mexico, Losing My Mind. And how you doing, Andrew? Are you doing good? You had a good week? Everything okay in Andrew land? Oh, I got helpful from Andrew on Reddit. Thank you so much. See, that's a real supporter. He goes to the channel where we have the most problems and that supports us. That's awesome, dude. Thanks. Indie pop. And decent compressors don't have all the 11C6s. You missed one, chat. Oh, I have. Oh, I have reverb, but it's kind of man. I'm thinking about a delay or maybe a mini Moog. I have a reverb that I really like, and it's. Ooh, hold on. Let me check out. Now we're gonna bore everybody who doesn't even know what we're talking about. Ah. So we're talking about Universal Audio plugins. I'll tell you my secret weapon that I really love, because I give away advice for free. And I have the Capital Chambers, I have the Lexicon, but I have the Pure Plate as well, but I'm using the most the EMT 140 Classic. And Andrew says I'm doing great, just living life and listening to music. Good. So I like the EMT 140 because I think it sounds absolutely great, and very few people use it because it's not in style. It's one of the cheaper plugins, and I like it. What can I say? So the EMTs are all pretty good, and I work with the EMTs a lot. I work with all of the EMTs. I have much, how can I say, much more advanced reverbs, like the Capital Chambers, the Lexicon. They can do a lot more, but I like all of the EMTs. And Yarmed says, hey yo, gotta get back to my Zoom meeting. Just wanted to say hi and rate at least one song. The Skater Punk is decent effort, but that genre is dead by. Thanks, Yarmed. That is nice. Alright, he leaves with a review. Yeah, that genre is dead. Shit. Okay, and then I feel like for me very important is the mastering section. That's when I got the next thing, because compressors I'm good, and of course auto-tune. If you don't have auto-tune, get auto-tune. If you do vocals, you need auto-tune, you need auto-key. I'm not even talking about that. Moog filters, I'm not sure. They're not super useful to me. Delays. They have them stacked in. Delay. Where is it? I think, the Galaxy Tape Echo, Classic FX bundle. I got the Brigade Chorus, and I don't think I'm using any of these because I wasn't able to get warm with any of the delays on here. I think I'm using the delay on one of the ones that have the delay built in as a secondary function. I think that's what I'm doing, because I cannot remember liking here, and I think sometimes I use the Galaxy, but and Llama says to grab some eggs before you head home. Okay. And I do like the Avalon tube channel strip. That's the last thing I got. One of the last things I got. That was good because that Avalon channel strip has a lot of shit on it. That is crazy. But then again, if you have channel strips, then you really don't need that. I don't use their delays because I don't want a plugin that is incredibly convoluted where you have to turn a million knobs in order to do, because a delay is an extremely simple function. And I don't know. I don't like plugins to where there's like 15 things I need to do with my freaking tiny mouse in order to make it sound good, you know? I love things that sound good out of the box. A lot of people like the Manly Voxbox. I have it too. Always can go with the SSL strips, the API strips, obviously Neve strips. Yeah, you get me? Yeah, totally, you know, that is... It's kind of like you want a piece of bread and they make you like jump through hoops like crazy. And Cygnus Rock Band says, makes beauty official. Yes, we're happy about that too. So I would, it depends. If you have the channel strips and you don't want to go for the, if you have a lot of channel strips, you don't need the Avalon. The Avalon is just a nice channel strip. I like it probably the most. Even though its buttons are, I don't like the buttons that are like tiny and you have to like, you know. I would go either with mastering. No, I don't use stuff from Kush. Not yet. Haven't actually tried any of it. I would probably either go with a mastering section thingy, or an equalizer or compressor, depending on what you need. And there's really the question: what is it that you need? You know, I love to run just on channel strips. Yeah, I didn't know. And compressors. Equalizers. Equalizing can be nice. A lot of people like Manly passive, massive passive. I got the Manly stuff too. But if I were to, yeah, it depends on what you need. Oh man, I'm like actually not rating music anymore. Okay, I'm gonna say no to this guy because it's bad. It's good, but not cool song. Generally, really not bad. Vocals are improvable. Genre is currently difficult. Would like to hear more. All the best and cheers. You stop and talk about gear. No, I mean, I obsessed so much over the UAD plugins because I was thinking, what plugin should I use? What plugin should I use, you know? And, I like the ones to where you can work with them easy. You know, 1, 2, 3 setups that get to where you want to go quickly. Because a lot of them are actually very good, but they require 15 minutes of tinkering before anything sounds right. And I hate that because I'll pull in like 4 plugins and then I'm gonna have to tinker with the plugins for an hour so it doesn't sound like shit. I'm like... That's all fair and good if you're, I don't know, I'm not a professional audio engineer. That's not my job. I'm a producer. I don't want to turn 5 million knobs. I want, decent presets, clicky, 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 low, middle, high. That's fine for me, Don't need more than 3 settings. I don't need 47 settings on 15 different buttons. And this is Green Baker from Nigeria. Shabalaba. Hey Mladen, how you doing? Okay, I'm gonna say no. It's just not. Okay, decent effort. Okay, track that remains a bit basic, but has some nice parts. Vocals are okay, but improvable. All the best and cheers. I know it's wrong, but yeah, Chillavision, it's the same for me. I have so much gear that I can't even put up in the studio because I don't have enough space. I could cry every day. I had to sell synthesizers that I loved because I don't have space for them, So if I ever come into the situation to where I can extend this studio post-corona, which hopefully is going to happen, then I'm gonna have more space and put more gear there because I like working with hardware. A lot of people like working with software, but for me not so much, because hardware has one wonderful benefit: it doesn't crash and it always works, and you can set it up and it works every day. And this whole updating and messing around and mucking about with stuff is just pure insanity. And the reason why I use UAD and their satellites is because it's a hardware-software combo, and they just work really good. You want to store my gear? Okay. And here is Jay Mortiari. United States, right side. Hey, and he wrote High Count Zero Records. I think you might like this song. At least he called us by name. Yeah. Thanks, Jay. Cool song, but not well enough produced. Keep working. And I never come out right. All right. So yeah, if you want to talk about musician gear, it seems to be that day today. Yeah, it's a constant battle to keep stuff working the way you need it, even with UAD. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Chillavision. And this is why I like hardware, because it's not a battle to keep it working. This is why I have a Yamaha AG06 as a podcast mixer, because you can replicate the functions of this mixer that you can see on the stream on the left bottom camera if you're using... if you're on Twitch. But for $100, this mixer has so much potential and so many functions and works so well and so great. There is no software that can even closely replicate what this mixer does for $100, and it never crashes. You plug it in and that's it. And it will work for you every second of every day. And if you're working in a studio where you have so many parts, so many moving parts, and parts that you're changing all the time, having more parts that can break is the last thing you want. Really. So I go software when I have no other choice. Because I can't afford to put like 17 API channel strips on my track. Hardware. This is where UAD comes in. That is a good thing. Oh, it's just a podcast streaming mixer from Yamaha that nobody uses, even though it's better than the Rode mixers and it costs a fifth, and it does like much better. And this is Nigel Passy UK. You don't leave. So there's a lot of underrated gear. You know, gear you can buy for very little money that will serve you for life without ever breaking or failing. And then the question becomes, what's worth more, your time mucking about with the plugin that keeps breaking, or the expense? Yeah, it works as an interface as well. You essentially plug it into the computer, and it's a USB interface and mixer, and it has loopback channels, it has compression on the mixer, and it's essentially specifically made for people that stream or do podcasts. That is actually not so bad music. Right, pour this, Italy, breathe. And it's in a metal case, very solid. Wonderful piece of gear. There's a lot of wonderful pieces of gear that you can have. Make your life easier and cost almost nothing. But people in the YouTube sphere all tend to go to this like hype gear, you know? Oh yeah, you gotta buy this, you gotta buy that, you gotta buy this $600 mixer because you have five followers on your Twitch. Yeah. And these people don't even know how to use a $500 mixer, let alone a $100 mixer. But a lot of people, you know, they just want to buy the most expensive gear they can afford, and they think everything's going to be better. But it's about how well you use the gear, really. You can be kicking ass with a $30 Behringer mixer. Okay, Okay, no. Spring Owls, USA Harder Than Diamonds. And Cygnus says we have a lot of work to do and music to come. Yes, that is true.
Shared a secret with a stranger as she cashed out my bill,
Indie folk.
blushing in her apron, laughing harder than diamonds.
Oh no. Something doesn't work there. Nope. Doesn't work at all. Okay, so there's a typical some elements don't work with each other thing. Next one, Maris, Brazil. Cortejo. Adult contemporary indie pop. No. Piano and vocals to Death Net Low. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of artists don't make things fit with each other. I think I talked about this a lot. But it's kind of like if you're just randomly putting like Lego blocks on a table and not make sure that they fit in color and style, etc., then even though the individual block might be okay, that doesn't mean that they work with each other. Old school hip hop, conscious hip hop. John Ochoa, my favorite act.
We met again the other day, colors and shapes.
Vocals 5.
We speak for a moment.
Alright, next one. I'm getting a lot of messages today. Pericles Biskinis versus Xenia Gargali. Evcharisto Parapoli. Tikanete Elinas. From Greece. I'm not entirely sure where this is going genre-wise. Ah, chill step. Στο ρυθμός. The lyrics are very, very basic. Feel the music. And then it's something in the rhythm. It's yeah. Nah, it's not totally bad. Not totally bad, but all right. Next one, Blue Eyed Day. This is from Latvia. Nambo House, Rum and Roll, Short House Mix, Progressive House, Future House, EDM. Woo! See, this is why I'm not a singer, because I don't have any kind of breathing technique. Yeah, back to the 90s. Yeah, it's the 90s back. Okay, no, it's 290s. It's something I don't know. It's something one of my producer friends might have made 20 years ago. So no. Okay, next one. 7 Aries, Canada. This one just came in. Sunlit Dreams, Future House. So far, so simple, but it's fitting. It's all fitting together. Sounds like something I made 10 years ago. That one doesn't fit, the beeping. Very classical race, and then he's gonna do 1, 2, 3, drop it. Ah, And then he uses that horrible instrument that really doesn't fit into the song as the defining melodical instrument of the chorus. No. And then here it disintegrates a little bit because rhythmically it starts drifting apart as he brings in more elements and they don't fit. Not totally bad, but from here on out, it's a loss. It's not bad, yeah, but it's like... Okay, let me look at this guy. I'm a 17-year-old producer from Ottawa. Okay, dude, for being 17, you're solid, okay? If you see this 7 Aries, you're really solid for 17. Keep making music, you'll be like a great producer when you're 20. Trust me. You're already pretty good. Oh, he's got more. Let's listen.
Could you let me love you? Lose you.
So, Gaetano is intervening on this guy. Have to take that serious. Yep, it's all pretty solid. Remix. No, I don't want to remix. Okay, that wasn't so great.
I can't undo.
Text me. Hmm. Ha. Hey. Okay, my dear, you really think... you think he's gonna sell? Wow, you want to bring on board a 17-year-old guy that we're gonna have to nurture for 3 years? Who's gonna do that? Is it gonna be you? Who's gonna manage this guy? I can literally feel the pain coming up if we take a 17-year-old. You're not gonna manage him? Okay. Who's gonna do it? Just be smart. Well, who's... come on. Don't gut him totally. Well, I can either yes him or no him, you know? So, who here in this audience thinks that we should take on a 17-year-old boy because we think he's got talent? Because he's cute and talented. Oh, man. I would like to be, you know, cute and ready. That would be my first choice. Talent, you know, talent has a way of going either, you know, up or like down. All right, I'm going to talk to him. Why would I not talk to him, you know? I don't know. Because at that age, you know, it's not so bad. Cool song. Send us an email to conjurerecords.com and we can have a chat. All the best, and cheers. Well, we're kind of like in the second round, and I haven't invited anybody so far because we're now going to the second round. He's not even a year away. You just made his day. Hey, thank you so much, Walking with Angels. Yeah, I mean, look, for us, the problem is always, how is that young boy going to turn out, There's so many things that can go wrong in puberty on a human level, not on a musical level, on a human level. And they could, become uninterested in music. Just so many things, that can happen. Of course, they also have the potential for greatness. If you take a person very young, you have the chance to work with them and build them up as an artist. It's a kind of like a big risk, big reward thing usually. But if you're 17 and you're producing like that, 3 years from now you're probably gonna make chart hits. That doesn't mean you're gonna be in the charts, because there's a lot of people that can make chart hits. They're just not in the charts because they don't have the marketing for it. People that can make chart hits are a lot more common than you think. But yeah, let's call it the good deed for the day. We got 4 more now in the second round. It's not a whole lot, and we're gonna start with Quavel and Del Celebración. That was that reggaeton.
Calma tu corazón, dale celebración, que ahora estás sola. Mi corazón sano, halló la cura, ya no se enamora. Calma tu corazón, dale celebración, que ahora estás sola.
And Tegwex says best show on Arpan. Thank you so much, Tegwex. Oh, that is good. That is good. Tegwex says some dude with no talent berating artists. I'm cool on watching this. You're so welcome. Every viewer helps.
La soledad no me acompaña, ahora que estoy soltero.
It needs a punch. The song, yeah, a little bit. It's not bad though. Kind of like him. It remains a little bit low key though. I would want it to go like, Alright, I'm gonna see if he's got more. Cavel! Hey, Cavel! It's Cavel! He's the man with the beard. My name is Cavel. I am extremely stubborn. At 11 I decided I wanted to become a famous musician. That is good, I like that. And Walking with Angels says, I will be your assistant for a small price. Okay. Okay, Walking with Angels. Absolutely. I will totally do that. Alright, let's listen to some more music from Quavel. Quavel. Okay, Quavel is obviously making a lot of music. It's all like 7/5. Yeah, but dude's got a lot of stuff.
Manda un mensaje y no tengas miedo, no pierdas tiempo y escribe primero, enfréntalo, relaja tu mente, deja la vergüenza y solo dile lo que sientes, no dejes perder esta oportunidad, a los chicos les encantará sincero.
I think Cavell is an interesting character. That is the best way that I can express. Awesome. Yeah, it's all very similar. And the dude's certainly an interesting character. I'm going to invite him. Because that guy can probably make like cookie cutter Latino music all day. Like all day and the kitchen sink. So, interesting dude. Cool song we liked. Send us an email to okay. You see me typing. I know it's not super interesting when I'm typing, but all right, Jason Ewald, USA, you got everything. Okay, there was a switch up.
I know that you've been wondering, babe.
Bam, 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 bam.
I've been wondering too.
Bam, 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 bam.
Thinking about all this time that we're wasting.
Bam, bam, bam,
Because in
bam,
our
bam.
hearts, we feel so blue. Come on, baby. Come on and take me by my hand. Yes, take me somewhere where it's dark and kind of nasty. Show me what it means to be a man. You got everything that my body needs. You got everything that my body needs.
He's good looking like Lenny Kravitz.
About he said, she said. Just come a little bit closer to me.
Da-da-da-da. He's from Wisconsin,
Hands on
the
my
cheese man.
I can
But we
feel
love
the
cheese.
release. 'Cause watching you gliding on by, you know it lights up my soul.
Dum, da-da-da-da.
And when I got you in my arms,
Hold on, I got some.
you know I never let go.
I don't think he's like Lenny Kravitz. He's like white and stuff.
Been staying here, I've been waiting here. Can you give me just a little bit of love? Can you give me just a little bit of love? I've been holding on, I've been waiting, so can you give me just a little bit of love?
Okay, we're gonna listen to some more music from him. Oh, sorry, that was the same thing. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba, shave that head. He's got a lot of hair. He's got a lot of crazy
I never
hair.
really noticed you much at all in your eyes.
Okay, next one.
Something you said
got stuck in my head. Something you said got stuck in my head. I just need a little spark. And my expectations are, you know, they're getting the best of me. Let's make it burn stronger. Watch.
Okay, last one. Looking everywhere. 2 years ago.
Find my center of gravity. Feels like I'm floating. Won't slow down for me. Feels like I'm wasting my energy. Have I used everything? But doing next to nothing.
Well, what can I say? He's definitely different. But yeah, I wouldn't use that intro at all. I would start like that.
I've been wondering too. Think about all this time that we're wasting.
Yeah, drop the intro and use this.
We feel so blue. Been wondering.
Okay, I would start like here. Wait. I would literally start here.
Know that you've been wondering, babe.
Bum, 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 bum. Cut out the first 20 seconds.
Wondering too.
Huh? Bum, 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 bum.
Think about all this time that we're wasting. Because in our hearts, we feel so blue. Come on, baby. Come on and take me by my hand.
But he's gonna need a chorus now.
Yes, take me somewhere where it's dark and kinda nasty. Show me what it means to be a man.
He needs a chorus now. 3, 2, 1. Yep. God. Shoop, shoop, shooby dooby dooby. Okay, here we need some more vocal power, and we need like maybe a backing vocal, some singing girls or some guys. I feel like he doesn't have enough power in the chorus.
Don't worry about he said, she said.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take him to a talk. Take him to a talk.
When you put your hands on
I think there's workable material, you know. I think I could turn that song into something interesting in a day. Cool song we liked. Send us an email to cutrecords.com and we can have a chat. All the best and cheers. Bum bum bum. Okay, that was very good, and I have to say that the sentiment of Ted Wags, which was on this channel earlier, and he said some dude with no talent berating artists. I think that is one of the core reasons why the channel it has problems on Reddit, because a lot of people think it's offensive that anybody talks about music that isn't an artist. Of course, they don't know that I'm an artist too, and that everybody who works on a record label, for the most part, are all artists. There's very few people on our label that are not artists. You would actually have to find them. There's not many of them. But for a lot of people on Reddit, every person working on a record label is the devil. No matter if that label is a good place, if they're treating their artists right, and if they have a wonderful connection with their artists, and all of our artists love to be on our label. But people are in their rabbit holes. People are in their predetermined stereotypes of how life is, and they know nothing about us. Because if they knew something about us, they would know that we are a group of artists who founded this label because we didn't work for the corporations that we used to work anymore, and we wanted to make a better place for artists to be. And we are exactly what they always want. But yet they come on the channels and berate us because they think we are what they hate, because they never took the time to look at who we really are. So that is the tragedy that is Reddit. All right, the next one is Fleur Soil. Oh my God, You Got Me. Totally Chief, happy man. Yeah. Yeah, I think that last guy was actually really interesting. Like, I don't know, kind of like interesting. I think if you move him in a good direction, he would even be able to sell something. All right, let's look at Fleur. Fleur Seul is a Manhattan's 1940s jazz band. All right, let's hear more. 1940s jazz band. Okay, please no covers. Song doesn't work. Song doesn't work. Another cover and another cover. Okay. Okay, they're a jazz cover band. Oh man. Okay, a jazz cover band. They're doing good. I think they're good, but they're a cover band. And they have lots of followers. But what am I gonna do with a cover band? Okay, let's have a listen to these vocals. That's a country sound, says Walking with Angels. Yeah, it is. And it's submitted under Country Americana, actually. Oh my God, where would we place this? Who's gonna buy this? Country people? Is it gonna be a country thing? Are they gonna make a country album? Oh man, so difficult. All right, I'm gonna resort to what?
She was just a nervous mess.
Okay, I cannot find anything from these guys that isn't a cover. Cover. Sizzle reel. I do understand that there's a lot of people that like her and her singing. The problem is that we are a record label and we promote original content. Huh. This is the first time that I have this problem that somebody's actually popular and doing well, but they're working entirely with covers. Walking with Angels. She makes a good song, but we needed to hear more of her range in other songs. Yeah. Because I do think that this band probably only has like 1 or 2 original songs. And we would need them to become a original song band, which would be in conflict with their permanent appearance as a cover band. And they've got like millions of videos and a good following. It's a good band. But performing band, you know, like going to bars, playing there. And that's not really what we do. So I'm going to say no. But I'm going to say cool song we liked. We would need to see more original works to tell if we want to work. Keep sending us more. All the best and cheers. Because I think their setup is pretty good. They got the singing woman that looks good. They got the sounds down and everything. Everything is right. But, you know, there's nothing we can do with all these covers that they're performing because we cannot release these. I mean, we could, but it is like next to useless to release covers because you're not getting paid for those. All right, last one for today is Nigel Passy, UK, Don't You Leave. Adult contemporary singer-songwriter, country. Appreciate your input, by the way, Walking with Angels.
It's about time you made up your mind. I'm sitting here waiting for you. The mountains that I've had to climb, the bridges that I've had to burn, and you fail to see how you've changed. To me, you're just falling apart. Yet you're standing here telling me now that you're ready to tear us apart.
So he's an actor that has worked on various British TV shows. And this is where he gets his money from for this production, I'm guessing. That's why it sounds so polished. Okay.
I wish you could see what you've caused, the damage that can't be undone, the smirk on your face, I'm sure.
And Walking with Angels says, oh, thank you, I loved it, and thank you for allowing me to comment. You're welcome. That's what the show is all about. If there's well-meaning people that give constructive feedback on music, that's essentially what it is. But the point is that a well-meaning critique is the most an artist can ask for. Hot guy. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Okay, so he's an actor. He looks good. He's got a lot of industry connections, and he's had some charting singles already, like he said. So that's very interesting. Cool song we liked. Send us an email. Usually, I have to say though, I had a few of these guys, of these actor and already low-key famous people, and usually it never turns out because they have so many engagements and so many things that they want to do and so many requests of the label what it all should and should not do, etc., that it usually doesn't work out. And that is actually the reason why they're not signed, because any label that would sign a musician like that says, okay, you need to make an album, you need to go touring, you need to go promote your stuff. And they're like, what? I'm acting on this show and I'm acting on that show. I can't do any of that. So there's sometimes conflicting careers, you know? Alrighty. And that was it. That was it for today, guys. We got done with all of our submissions and we invited some of them. That's right. Okay. Boom. Loading, loading, loading. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty. That was it today, for today, guys. Thank you so much for being on the show. It was actually a very interesting show. Who did we invite today? Nigel Passy, Jason Ewald, Quavel, Seven Aries. So we actually invited 4 different artists today. Very, very different artists. A young EDM artist that is 17. Cavel, a guy who has made hundreds of songs and produced music in Latin America for a very long time, and this is in his 30s or 40s. Jason Ewald, who is a very interesting alternative singer-songwriter. And Nigel Passy, who is a singing actor. They couldn't be any more different. And this is what the beauty of music is, you know? There's all kinds of different people that are brought together by the passion for music. And that is beautiful. And that is good. I want to thank you for being on Record Label Boss today. If you're interested in being on the next show, we always are live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Always at 2000 Central European Time. That's 8 o'clock European Time, Central. If you want to check out the label where all the artists go when they get signed here, to go to CountZeroRecords.com. If you want to know more about me, go to avio.com. And if you want to know more about the show, go to recordlabelboss.com. And Walking with Angels says labels get you popularity equals name recognition equals purchasing records equals money. You still hate labels. Yeah. I think that's pretty much what we try to do. We are a monetization unit for content. That's what we are at Count Zero Records and Count Zero Media. We make sure that artists make money with the things that they create. We protect them legally. We enforce their copyrights. We make sure they get paid, they get gigs, they get seen, they get heard. All of these things. We are essentially working for the benefit of the artist. And we do so in a very transparent, fair, and open manner. And that is our mission. That is why we started this company. And we wanted to be different, and we are different. And there is certainly a lot of people that think that we are like Universal, but we're not. We're a lot smaller than that, and we're completely different. This company isn't funded by anybody's money other than my own. And this is entirely my company. It's my setup. It's my little shop, and it's my little vision of what a label should be like. It is a small, medium enterprise that is very artist-centric, because I've been an artist since I was, 12. And we do things the way that I always wanted to have had a label to be, you know? So when I was a little boy, I would have wanted me now to pick me up and promote me and do that. That would have been my dream. So if you want to make your dream work, you got to do it yourself. So if you at any point have thought of that one guy that would come and help you fulfill your dreams, the way that you can do that is you become that guy that fulfills the dreams of others, and you in a sense become what you always wanted to have. And then your dream will be fulfilled in a different way, albeit, but it will be. And Mermantis has a question, says you don't have to anything to offer someone can't do on their own. That is actually incorrect. There is very, very many things that we do that people cannot do on themselves. Very simply for the fact that a lot of artists that we have are not managers. And I have been a board manager in a very large energy company for 25 years. I went to the university. I have multiple degrees in business and sociology, also in engineering. And I bring 25 years of management experience to the table, and a lot of artists don't have that at all. The people that I work with have been in the music industry for 20 to 30 years, and they each bring multiple chart hits, 30 years of music experience, and many other things that people can benefit from. And then there's even more. There's the things that the artists don't know even exist, that an artist themselves cannot do because certain services are only open for labels. Certain services and certain doors will only open for you when you have a certain size as a company and you represent 200 to 300 songs, etc. Before that, they will not be available to you. It is essentially what Donald Rumsfeld once called the unknown unknown. The things that the individual artist doesn't know that they even exist. So they think they're doing everything when in reality they're not doing even a tenth of what they should be doing for their career because they don't even know that the other 9 things exist. And therein lies the problem. And few people have the motivation to study copyright law, international music law, to the extent that they would need to understand what's going on and how they need to be organizing their business. It's a very complex legal matter. Even for me, I've been making international contracts for decades. And I think music is probably one of the most complicated areas that you could do contracts in. And artists are generally ill-equipped. And they shouldn't be. The point is that if you want to be a full-time music lawyer, you would be a full-time music lawyer. You wouldn't be an artist. You'd be a full-time music lawyer. So, you need a music lawyer. You need an accountant, you need a manager, you need a promoter, you need a booker. You need a whole range of professions that do nothing else but fulfill a part of what is needed to become successful as an artist. And the only way that you're going to have access to a structure like that is through an organization. That doesn't necessarily have to be a label. It could be an artist collective to where all these people are working in. It could be a non-profit organization. But you're not going to be successful without a good lawyer. You're not going to be successful without a good promoter. You're not going to be successful without a good manager. And so on and so forth. And there is the understanding that being successful in music is a team sport. And that is very important. And Walking with Angels says, highly recommend label. Thank you so much. I mean, there's so much content for me. You can literally talk to all of my artists on Facebook and ask them what they think about the label and what's going on. We're very transparent. I just think it's very sad that I have to fight against stereotypes that I'm here to end. I'm that artist that makes the label that wants it to be honest, and then there's other artists or people coming accusing me of being what I set out to change, you know? That is so weird. But I think the hatred towards labels is so intense that anybody that says that they have a record label is like automatically regarded as being an evil person. And I'm not kidding. I'm not saying that many aren't, because many are. There's many of them that are. But it's the same thing as calling, you know, every white person this or every black person that. It's never like that. All right, and with that, I want to thank you so much for being on Record Label Boss. Join me the next time on Monday. Monday at 2000 Central European Time is going to be the next Record Label Boss. I wish you to all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe because it's still Corona. And if you want to support my artists, go to CountZeroRecords.com and check them out. Listen to their music. It's all available there. We have a YouTube channel as well. Thank you so much for being on Record Label Boss. I love you all, and I will see you on Monday. This is Avio, and I am out for the weekend. Bye. Oh.